Hi, my name is...
Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up!
Get your freak on.
Get the fuck up! With the real hip hop. Let's get dirty. One hoe, one breast. Worldwide, worldwide. Swagger back wild for the night. I'm going gold in the trunk. Still getting it.
Well, this reminds me of something that happened way back when I was a little bitty boy living in a box under the stairs of the corner of the basement of the house half a block down the street from Jerry's Bait Shop. You know the place. Well, anyway, back then life was going swell and everything was just peachy! Except for the undeniable fact that every single morning my mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkraut. Every single morning it was driving me crazy. I said to my mom, "Hey, Mom, what's up with all the sauerkraut?" And my dear sweet mother, she just looked at me the way that a cow looks in an oncoming train. Leaned right down next to me and she said, "It's good for you!" And then she tied me to the wall and stuck a funnel in my mouth and force-fed me nothing but sauerkraut until I was 26 and a half years old. That's when I swore that someday I was going to get out of that basement and travel to a magical faraway place where the sun is always shining and the air smells like warm root beer and the towels are oh so fluffy, where the Shriners and the lepers play their ukuleles all day long and anyone out on the street will gladly shave your back for a nickel. Waka waka doo-doo, yeah. Well, let me tell you, people, it wasn't long at all before my dream came true, because very next day a local radio station had this contest to see who could correctly guess the number of molecules in Leonard Nimoy's butt. I was off by 3, but I still won the grand prize, a first-class one-way ticket to Albuquerque. And let me tell you, I'd never been on a real airplane before, and it was really great, except that I got stuck between 2 large Albanian women with excruciatingly severe body odor. The little kid in back kept throwing up the whole time. The flight attendant ran out of Dr. Pepper and salted peanuts. The in-flight movie was Biodome with Pauly Shore, and 3 of the airplane engines burned down. We went into a tailspin, and we crashed into a hillside, and the plane exploded in a giant fireball, and everybody died. Except for me. You know why? Because I had my tray table up and my seat back in the full upright position. So I crawled from the twisted, burning
fucking wild.
wreckage. I crawled on my hands and knees for 3 whole days, dragging along my big leather suitcase, my garland bag, my tenor saxophone, and my 12-pound bowling ball, and my lucky autographed glow-in-the-dark snorkel. When finally I arrived at the world-famous Albuquerque Holiday Inn, and where the towels are oh so fluffy, and you can drink your soup right out of the ashtrays if you wanna. It's okay, they're clean. So I checked into my room and I turned down the AC and I turned up the Spectrovision. I'm just about to eat that little chocolate mint on my pillow that I love so very, very much. And suddenly there's a knock on the door. Well, who could that be? I say, who is it? There's no answer. Who is it? There's no answer. Who is it? They're not saying anything. So finally I go over and I open the door, and just as I suspected, it's this big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls, haircut, and only one nostril. Man, I hate it when I write. So he bursts into my room and grabs my
getting some of these guys
snorkel.
to
I'm like,
keep playing
hey,
Ghost
you
Rider
can't
for you,
have
brother.
that. That snorkel's been just like a snorkel to me. And he's like, tough. And I'm like, give it. And he's like, make me. And I'm like, okay. So I grabbed his ear and he grabbed my esophagus and he chewed off my eyebrow and I took out his appendix and he gave me a colonic irrigation. Oh, yes, indeed. You better believe it. And somewhere in the middle of it all, the phone got knocked off the hook. And 30 seconds later, I heard a familiar voice. And do you know what it said? I'll tell you what it said. It said, if you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator. And that's what this reminds me of.